AI governance.
Digital public goods,
upskilling, reskilling,
legal innovation,
digital transformation,
best practices.
Digital transformation, when we think about it, is synonymous with Industry 4.0 innovations such as smart and connected technology, artificial intelligence, automation, and also even robotics. However, the introduction of these technologies are changing the tasks that people do at work, and as a result, it's changing the nature and the design of the jobs that we know of today.
Globally, technical and vocational education and training, it has been instrumental in helping many country governments upskill and reskill their workforce. And compared to general education pathways, TVET holds a lot of potential in adapting to the changing needs of the industry.
So our policy review of TVET in Singapore have shown us that there are some adaptations that can and should be introduced. Some of these best practices can help us make concrete initiatives to support reskilling and upskilling as part of workforce transformation under Industry 4.0.
In our paper, we chose to focus on a legal innovation from India, which is community data, which basically centers a group of individuals, a community defined in multiple different ways as the bearer of rights, both civil liberties and rights to economic self-determination.
The recommendation that we are making in our paper is with respect to the emerging narrative around data as a resource or data as an asset, which has emerged in various jurisdictions across the world, including both India and the EU. And what we have tried to do is to center right to privacy and more specifically the decisional autonomy interpretation of right to privacy in that conversation.
My paper looked at the role that legal incubators, accelerators, and conclaves play in shaping how the future of work can take place within the legal industry. But what I've tried to argue is that when we are thinking of innovation in the legal industry, we need to move beyond just thinking purely in terms of how technology can enable it, but rather the role that space can play by bringing in different interdisciplinary perspectives, as well as creating spontaneous collaborations.
We talk about something called DPGs or digital public goods, which are goods that enable societal goals along with creating competitive products and fostering new innovative technologies across markets. To that same end, we took the case of the UPI or the Unified Payments Interface of India, and we did a case study of how the UPI fostered innovation in India's new burgeoning fintech system, and at the same time helped India bridge a critical gap in financial inclusion.
For some time now, we've been talking about AI governance or AI ethical principles, and it's really heartwarming and it's really encouraging to see the world moving towards how do we practically implement these principles. And it's also great to see that there is a lot of international collaboration and the willingness to come together to form multi-stakeholder groups to be able to basically move the world in a direction, and set the foundation for good AI governance and the responsible use of AI.
One key takeaway is very simple. Jobs are being disrupted, transformed, task by task, and not skill by skill or job by job. And which I've written in my paper is you can take these individual tasks at the granular level of change and use them to build building blocks to build a new architecture of work that's more human-centric. I think what we need to remember for both economies and societies is that at the end of every digital transformation and digital disruption, there are human beings with dreams, hopes, aspirations, and fears. And we need to make sure that we create that hope and the confidence that through this digital disruption and transformation, we will be inclusive and we will be able to empower and create a better future than it is today, no matter how hard or how challenging the times might be now.